Hello Libra and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading, and the image I get for you is a sense that you're kind of rising up and up and up, and then it's like you're above the earth, and then you just keep rising, and you start getting worried, like going, I'm a little bit too far away from the earth now. And it's almost like a fear of being very ungrounded. There's a fear of losing control. There's a fear that you've lost a grip on some kind of reality, and there's a fear that you're never going to come back down from this place that you're at this moment in time. And I feel like this has got a lot to do with Neptune and what Neptune is doing and how it has kind of brought in a few veils of confusion after the full moon in Sagittarius. It can have that effect. And so I also feel like you've been given very, very high spiritual knowledge that can be scary, because it can feel like this doesn't feel connected to any kind of reality that I know. So it's like getting your head around some big or high information that doesn't necessarily make sense. But we have strength, courage, and endurance. So this is big. I love this elephant energy here. It's saying you can get through this. You know, it's something, you can be really brave. You can make it. Of course, you're going to be able to come back down to earth. Of course, you're not losing your grip on reality. Of course, you're being tested in terms of some esoteric experiences that could be happening at this moment in time. But you've got the strength card, courage and endurance to stick with something that is happening at this moment in time in your life. So, and it could be the elephants do represent abundance and luck. They're very highly spiritual energies. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Libra. So I kind of feel like it's actually not something that is bad that's happening to you. It's just your perception of it, because it feels so far out of your normal reality, is kind of the feeling I'm getting, that you can kind of get a little bit, worried or even panicky, like that something is happening. We've got Pentacle 3, Venus, Capricorn. So this is a nice energy with the Venus 3 Pentacle Capricorn coming in, because this is saying that there's other people going through this too. There's other people that can help. There's other people that you can work together with, and that you can actually be really productive with. This is a valuable experience that you're going through at this moment in time. You're learning a whole heap of new things, and part of those things that you're learning about is your value in life. Interesting with the Pentacle 3, Venus Capricorn. It's potentially saying to rebuild, go back and look at some structures or how you were doing something and redo it, rebuild it, redo it. And you can bring something quite beautiful in with it as well. It could be something that you're going to love. You might even love this process. So speaking of the confusion that we're seeing here, here's the moon card. This is a card of Pisces. It does bring a little bit of fear and confusion and feeling a little bit lost. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles, especially when it comes to things that you thought were really stable, like your feet on the ground. So and the Ten of Pentacles can be to do with family. It can be to do with things that you consider to be very stable in your life, just might feel a little bit off or off kilter at this moment. So this is where we've got the courage and endurance, but we'll see what else is coming through with it, Libra. And I just feel like this is more like a processing and adjustment to the energy than anything. The Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups can be the picture is starting to form. The picture hasn't been clear. There's cloud around the options here. The Devil, there's been some fear. We do know that, especially where you've been feeling really, really stuck. And we've got the Hermit, so there could be a little bit of soul searching, but it's like wanting to make a really, really wise choice here. We've got the Hermit, which is the old sage energy, and the Elephant, which also represents wisdom as well. So it's and we have the Knight of Wands, which is wanting to make a positive shift and change. So this is the only thing I will say with this, is that the positive and shift and change that you're wanting to bring in this week, because you've got the illusionary energy of Neptunian Seven of Cups and the moon kind of energy, which can play tricks on you and illusions, this is where you really want to kind of go deep within and make sense of something, because you might be wanting to make a positive shift and change in something that then you might turn around and change your mind next week with it. So that's the only thing, is that there might be something in your life that you're not necessarily clear seeing clearly at this moment in time. Like it kind of feels like, yes, you're a little bit ungrounded, which is kind of interesting, but that doesn't have to necessarily be the case for some of you. Having said that, that could be the case, but doesn't necessarily be so, because this could be you wanting to bring in a really positive shift with something that has felt like a direction that has felt clouded, that they felt like there were limited options to do with something big that you wanted to build or secure, something that you thought was really secure in your life. And so you kind of looking at the options around you in terms of rebuilding structures, looking back, reviewing structures, how can things be done differently? So this can actually be a very productive process if this is the right process for what's coming up here. If you make a change and it's not right, if you're still feeling really clouded and you can't see it clearly, I would say don't make any major decisions or big changes until you start seeing things really clearly, because the Hermit energy eventually does see things clearly. The Hermit energy is about trusting what the messages you're getting inside your own mind, deep inside, and especially the messages you're getting from your body as well. So there could be someone around you that's very wise, that gives you some wise counsel, which, I just think it's just to be aware that there's perhaps some illusionary energy around, that the direction you're heading might not be the direction you're heading next week, or you might change your mind with it. So let's see what animal energy is coming through, what animal spirit energy is coming through for Libra. So I do feel like there's potential some testing energies around. It could be a little bit tricky, but at the same time, there's helpful energies as well to help you navigate through some of these energies. Look at this, the golden egg. Okay, so that's the thing, is that you might not necessarily be able to see this yet, but I do feel like the Hermit can see it. Once you get to this stage and you're looking with the star, what's nestled deep within, and you can see this golden egg, you can see there is actually a golden opportunity that perhaps takes a while to be shown to you. So I would wait for this golden egg to show itself clearly to you. The Hermit can be a retreat. It can be spending some time on your own, spending a bit of time in deep contemplation and thinking, rather than taking spontaneous action if you don't know exactly where you're going or the picture isn't quite clear yet. But when you see this golden egg, when you see this golden opportunity, this thing that's nestled inside of you that's being protected and is ready to, when it's ready to birth, it will birth. So it's kind of like a message of faith. Keep the faith. There is something amazing about to birth here with this golden egg. This is a message from Spirit, but you have to kind of see it in the right time and right place and see it clearly. And the Hermit energy is a Virgo energy. So this is about connecting into your body. This is about, if you're not feeling very grounded or connected to your body, then you're not going to feel this golden opportunity and see it clearly. And that's the trick to working with this energy. We were sensing that you're feeling a bit like lightheaded or out there, or just a bit like unfocused. However, then this kind of floaty Neptunian energy can come through where something doesn't quite seem clear. But there is something fabulous here. So just got to kind of get through this, navigate this energy until the Hermit energy, like I said, it's very Virgoan. So anything that connects you and grounds you, like going out to nature, eating some really good healthy food that is, feels good for you. That's also really important. It's connecting in with analysing, being quite analytical of the situation, putting your logical mind to it and going, okay, well, I don't necessarily want to do this if the picture isn't clear yet. But there is ambitions here with there's energies of self-empowerment, there's energies of with the golden egg. So, so it's kind of like there's something that is kind of there that is growing but it's not quite the time yet, or you can't quite see it yet, but it's still there. So you have to trust that it's there. You trust you're getting the message that it's there or it's coming, even though you can't see it or it's not clear. So that can be in itself frustrating, and that could be quite literally where you're losing your mind with something. But I think you've got the elephant, which is courage and endurance to get through this and to get to this golden egg. So That's it, Libra. That's the message for the week. Like I said, it's a little bit, whenever this kind of energy comes in, it can be a little bit confusing, but just to stick with the energies until the clarity comes. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.